The famous super napier grass, which has got 16%, 18% protein for the cows. It's very, very healthy. N.T.R. Nandamuri Taraka Rama Rao, born on 28 May 1923 in Nimmakuru, died on 18 January 1996 in Hyderabad. Nandamuri Taraka Rama Rao said, "This country belongs to the Telugus. I am the Lord of the Telugu language, and the Telugu language is very great. But when the kings of many countries visit you, do you not know that the Telugu is the best of all the languages spoken to them in many languages?" Nandamuri Taraka Rama Rao, popularly known as N.T.R, was an Indian actor, producer, director, film editor and politician who served as Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh for 7 years over 3 terms. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest actors of Indian cinema and one of the 2 legends of Telugu cinema, along with Akkineni Nageshwara Rao. N.T.R received 3 National Film Awards for co-producing Thodu Dongalu 1954 and Sitarama Kalyanam 1960 under National Art Theatre Madras, and for directing Varakatnam 1970. N.T.R has received the erstwhile Rashtrapati Awards for his performance in the Raju Peda 1954 and the Lavakusha 1963. He garnered the Nandi Award for Best Actor for Kodalu Didina Kapuram in 1970 and the inaugural Filmfare Award for the Best Actor Telugu 1972 for Badi Pantulu. N.T.R, the Lord, the God which walked in the land of Andhra Pradesh and Telugu Desham. Yes, Andhra Pradesh and Telugu Desham. N.T.R said he'll become Andhra Pradesh and Telugu Desham and then to rejoin in 70 years' time to become one, like what happened in the Berlin Wall. The East and the West Berlin Wall were torn down in 70 years' time to become one. And you can hear the voice of N.T.R, Nandamuri Taraka Rama Rao, who wanted people to realize the beauty and the sweetness of the Telugu language. Hence, Andhra Pradesh and Telugu Desham was formed. And these 2 countries, these 2 states will become one beautiful country. To become one beautiful country, N.T.R said this country belongs to the Telugus. If the Telugu people believe this country belongs to them, then they have to go and stay in Japan for the next 70 years before these 2 states will become one beautiful country. Even the devil's tongue, Japanese was called the devil's tongue, and you can see how beautiful they converted not only the language, the most beautiful, sweetest form of language in the whole world, but even the style, the customs and the samskriti, the culture and the way they talk and the way they dress, when to dress, how to dress, what volume to talk. Wow, they created. No other country in the whole world could challenge this amount of time and energy they spent to create a devil's tongue into one of the most beautiful language in the whole world. Not only the language, and for that, N.T.R being the film actor has given the call to all the directors and the producers to make sure that the language should be the most beautiful that when they convey, because the whole country of Telugu Desham and Andhra Pradesh people, 99.9% believe in that actors, believe in the films, and the films can convert it to what style a language should be spoken, how to look, in what sound it should be spoken, in what volume it should be spoken, and how it should, the dress code should go. All this is very, very important, and that if that is not done, then the division of Telugu Desham and Andhra Pradesh to make it into one beautiful country in 70 years, one beautiful state in 70 years will not be successful. Nandamuri Taraka Rama Rao said, this country belongs to the Telugus. Belongs means they should make sure that that language is deep down into their body. They speak, they smell, they taste, they touch, they sing, they dance, they take bath, they cook, everything is only Telugu, the sweetest language. I am the Lord of the Telugu language, N.T.Rama Rao said, I am the Lord, I am the God. He was the God, yes. Telugu people believe he was the God, hence they made him the chief minister. After N.T.R was successful in Tamil Nadu, N.T.R came up and he dressed up like a real sannyasi, like a real, yes, late Guruji, and he was, yes, could make it so beautiful, yes. I am the Lord of the Telugu language, and some people said, this is not his words, it was Krishna Deva Raya who said these words, never mind, but it was been repeated, it came again from the mouth, from the beautiful tongue of the greatest actor who moved the length and breadth of Telugu Rajya, Telugu Deshat, Andhra Pradesh to create that beauty. And the Telugu language is very great. N.T.R said, it's very great. Yes, it's very great. But when the kings of many countries visit you, do you not know that the Telugu is the best of all the languages spoken to them in many languages? You can be in many languages, you might be speaking. But the people, when they visit the country, like the Japanese, when they visit the country, visit the state of Andhra Pradesh, the culture, the customs, the language what is spoken will just melt to any king. They do not they do not have to learn the language, but the way the people move and they smile and they talk makes them feel this is the best. I was reminded by this Zen monk who left the monastery because he was in the monastery Zen monastery learning Zen for 12 years and he didn't learn anything. He thought he didn't learn anything. And one day he ran away from the monastery. And as he was walking through the city and he entered into a market, which is very rare for the monks to see a market. As he was walking past the butcher's shop, he heard a voice. A customer talking to the butcher, give me the best piece of meat. And from the voice of the butcher came another voice. Everything in my shop is the best. Hearing this, the monk who ran away from the monastery entered into several satori's and he became enlightened. He was shocked. Even a butcher can feel, if you can feel everything in your house is the best, everything in the body what God has given is the best. That's why when I asked God, can't you see the sufferings? And you are not doing anything. And he said, that's why I made you. Yes, they made the Telugu people. Yes, that the best. Telugu is the best of all the languages spoken to them in many languages. And for that they must go to Japan. Yes. And they must understand how Japanese is pumped in a huge amount of money just to make sure that the language and the customs and the culture is very, very important. With that, they were able to bring down a huge amount of disease, psychological problems. When a huge amount of disease, psychological problems are done, the country's economy automatically grows. In the length and breadth of the country, you can see only beauty and godly feeling. Even Mahatma Gandhi said, customer is God. And I have not seen customer is God in any other place except in Japan. As you enter, they say, Ohayo gozaimasu. And in the first person who sees you and they say, Ohayo gozaimasu, good morning. And the sound echoes till the last person inside the shop. And when the customer leaves the shop, they say, "Hi, thank you very much." And it echoes to the last drop of the person, whether they're seen or not. It echoes, everybody says, and when in such a sweet language, with a bow, with a beautiful bow. Even when you go to the petrol bunk also, you can see when the car enters, it becomes slammed by like a locust, a huge amount of girls and boys. One cleaning the glass, one cleaning the car, one spraying, one giving you this, one taking this one, that one. Wow, you feel godly, and the cost is only the petrol, yes. And when your car moves, the children, all the 10, 20 children will run into the road. They stop all the traffic and make you go as if you are the Lord. Such should be the beauty of the culture. Telugu Rajya can do it. If N.T.R has spelled it and he has said it, and I think Telugu Rajya can do it, Telugu Desham can do it, and Andhra Pradesh can do it. And in 70 years, we can see people tearing down the walls of Berlin, walls of the two states, and making it one beautiful. Nandamuri Taraka Rama Rao, popularly known as N.T.R, said, "This country belongs to the Telugus. I am the Lord of the Telugu, their language, and the Telugu language is very great. But when the kings of many countries visit you, do you not know that the Telugu, the best of all the languages, spoken to them in many languages? Bagunava, Cheppandi, Kuchindi." So beautiful language. This one I dedicate to one of my students who's asked me to speak about N.T.Rama or Dr. Srinivas. Srinivas, this is for you. This is my 426th small talks.